Sinaver Kadyrov greeted us at his apartment in Kyiv. He invited us for coffee to the kitchen. Coffee is an integral part of Crimean Tatar routines. They always offer coffee to guests. While Sinaver was making coffee, he told me about the similarities between Ukrainian and Crimean Tatar languages.
I think the Ukrainian word nenka for mother comes from the Turkic nene.
In childhood, Sinaver Kadyrov heard a lot from his mother about the Crimea and about the most tragic day in the history of their people, the deportation of 1944. NKVD officers knocked on the door of their house on the morning of May 18th. Crimean Tatars were given only 15 minutes to pack their bags.
The overwhelming majority of them understood that they would be shot dead. Therefore, many took Quran with themselves.
The Soviet authorities accused the Crimean Tatar people of collaborating with Nazi Germany during World War II. In 2 days, all Crimean Tatars were deported from the peninsula.
The territory was surrounded and they found themselves inside at gunpoint. A vehicle arrived, loaded people and then drove them away.
By 4 p.m. on May 20th, the operation was completed. 67 echelons packed with Crimean Tatars were sent to Central Asia and the Urals. On the way there, thousands of people died, having no food or water. Guards forbade the dead to be buried.
They could throw some ground on the dead just to cover bodies a little bit, and when the car left, the jackals were already clawing at the ground.
According to the NKVD, more than 190,000 Crimean Tatars were deported from the Crimea. According to the National Movement of the Crimean Tatars, almost 240,000. During the period of deportation and the first years of exile, the population shrunk by half. In the family of Sinaver's father, there were 7 children. Only 3 of them survived the first years of exile. Sinaver was named after his father's deceased brother.
He died in the evening. His body was cold when his father found him, and the father decided that he was frozen. He literally embraced him and warmed his body until the morning.
In Uzbekistan, Sinaver lived with the knowledge that he is a Crimean Tatar and that his homeland is Crimea. During his student years, he became active in the Crimean Tatar national movement. In 1986, the Soviet government imprisoned him for 3 years in a labor camp. Kadyrov returned to the land of his ancestors only after his imprisonment in 1989. In early 2015, Russian border guards expelled Sinaver Kadyrov from the Crimea. Crimean Tatars refused to recognize Russia's occupation of the peninsula.
They deported my parents, and here I was deported as well.
Now Sinaver Kadyrov is prohibited to enter the Crimea. He lives in Kyiv. He actively supports Ukrainian political prisoners and helps their relatives. Sinaver believes that he will return to the Crimea.
We are probably here to liberate the peninsula and return already to liberated Crimea, freed from occupiers.
Sinaver Kadyrov's grandson, Emir Rahman, was born far from the land of his ancestors. The boy is only a year old, and he has not seen the Crimea yet. Nevertheless, Sinaver believes that this will happen soon. Reported by Olha Volynets, UATV.